Good morning, Crystal at the Rain Dance Ranch. It is getting close to the end of January. I don't know the date, maybe the 27th or something. And it is Wednesday. And I haven't been doing regular update videos because I haven't really been doing much out here and stuff's kind of been status quo. However, I did start clearing this out, you could say. There was some weeds in here. I dug them all up in this section, and I moved the blocks or the stepping stones that I'm going to be placing in here. But I'm about to get started on this project and get these put in place, and then I'm pretty much decided I'm going to put the fake grass in between. I just need a little something that's less maintenance to worry about. Over here, the Sparky's not really doing too much. I think there's a few new leaf areas, like right here. I don't know where that was last time I did a video, but it's not growing like gangbusters, but it's alive and green and looks happy. So I did direct sow some seeds in here at some point. I think sometime around Thanksgiving maybe, or Christmas. I don't remember when I even did these. But I put some ranunculus bulbs in, and I believe that's what these are. I'm not sure. And the bunnies came and ate them, but they leafed out again, so hopefully the bunnies won't be back. I don't know if having all these rocks here made a difference, but they haven't been back, or they're just finding food elsewhere and don't want to come here, so whatever, that's good. I like the direct sow because you just put seeds in and stuff starts growing and it's just like super easy, but then it kind of just looks scrubby for a long time. So let's get some of these dead looking leaves off. See, here's the weeds that were all growing in this little sector here. I pulled them in there. It's a big pile. The foxtail fern is getting a new leaf right here. Looking good. The lace aloe is starting to spread out. Looking good there. Status quo over here with the agave. The lady or the Arizona cattails, kind of status quo as well. Let's see, can't get a good look at them. Nothing really much has changed with those. But look at this beautiful aloe. I mean, I gotta get more of these. And look, it's stalked. And it will have flowers. The Shrek ears looking good. Really love those in here. Let's see, this leaf isn't looking real happy. It's on there pretty good. We got leaves from the next door neighbor's tree. I found this rock and stuck it in here recently. This wasn't here before, but look at that pretty rock. The Matthiola stalk flowers are really filling in, and I just love the way they look. And next year, praise be God that I will be here and I will put more of these in. I'd like to do like maybe 4 of them if I got the room. Now here's another one of those beautiful aloes. This was a pup from that aloe over there, and it actually looks like it has grown in just a couple months since I planted it. Before, you could hardly see it in there, so I'm really looking forward to watching that grow. And then my elf aloe is getting a flower. Let's see if I can get it to focus. It's not really focusing. That's probably about as good as we're gonna get. And the mysterious San Diego succulents. I found a plant that I think this might be, and I'm going to order it and see if it's the same thing. These, like if they were in San Diego, would be like pink, apparently. This color here. I can't remember the name of the plant, but I'm gonna get it and try it. Another elf aloe, getting a bloom. But I do like the way these are growing. And this lace aloe, I do want to take out. And I was thinking about putting the dickia over here. And I've been thinking about that for like a long time. At least several months. And I haven't done anything about it. So let's take another look at the bed in its entirety. I sure would love to fill it in with some more succulents. And I may do that by next Wednesday. Get some more succulents in here. Just kind of fill it in. I don't mind having some rock showing some negative space in here. But I would really like it to be filled in very much like what Laura Eubanks from Design for Serenity does. Okay, then I started working for a landscaper, and he had a bunch of stuff and he let me have that pot. So I'm really excited about that. My next door neighbors gave me, let me go around the other side where the sun's not in our eyes. Gave me this umbrella, which is nice, and there's a cover for it. And it's kind of a wimpy stand, so I put some rocks on it. I want to put rocks all around the bottom of it. Just haven't gotten to it yet. I mean, I literally just got these last week, and I've been playing around with them. And they also gave me this umbrella. Now, this umbrella stand is super heavy, and it was my neighbors with the beautiful lawn who are moving, and I'm gonna miss them terribly. But they gave me these umbrellas, and I carried them over from their backyard, and this one took me like 20 minutes because it's so heavy. I had to like stop and set it down. I don't know how much it weighs. It's like probably 60 pounds or something at least, if not more. And this one's probably like a 30-pounder or something. This one was like no problem. I was over here in 2 minutes carrying this stand. And so that's why it's got the rocks on it, because the first day I put it up, the wind immediately blew it over. And it wasn't even like that hard of a wind. So yeah, I'm super stoked about having these, and they both have covers. I have a third umbrella that they gave me, and I was thinking about making a stand, and I will show you how I do that if it works. Like an impromptu stand that anybody could do with stuff they have laying around the house. I have an idea, and I think it'll work. Because I'm going to have a garage sale on Saturday, and I'd like to have these the 3 umbrellas. I actually have another umbrella. I have 4 umbrellas actually, and so I may make 2 umbrella stands, and then I'll have like a bunch of umbrellas for my garage sale, so it'll have a really nice presence. And while the garage sale is going on, hopefully the guy will show up. I think he will. He seems pretty diligent. We're going to be painting this door copper. And then he's going to be painting the wall on the back patio as well. But yeah, let's take a look at this pot here. Let's see, I guess you can see it good enough. So I haven't done anything to this baby's breath, the pink baby's breath, and I am in love with this. And I probably should have trimmed off a bunch of these dead pieces to see what would happen, to see how it would grow back and how fast it would grow back and all that, but I just didn't. And it, you know, it looked really beautiful, and then all of the flowers expired, and now it's got a new flush of flowers without having trimmed it back. And it probably would have looked, it might have looked better had I trimmed it back right after the flowers died. They would probably be coming back, and then you wouldn't have all these dead flowers, but it still looks pretty. And these are some more stock Matthiola flowers, which are slightly larger than the ones over there in the bed. And as you can see, I've got moth caterpillars, which I really need to do something about. You have to get this stuff called DT, and it's like non-toxic stuff. And I had this problem earlier in the season, and then it seemed like it took care of itself, but they came back. Over here, the Red Dreams petunias are just looking super happy, while the moths are going crazy over the purple veined petunias. And it looks like I might want to cut off some of these, trim them back a little bit for the spring. So this needs to be addressed soon, so that I can get the best results for the spring season. But I mean, it still looks pretty good. But the red over here is looking real good. So I kind of just turned it this morning so that the red really stands out. And look at these alyssum. I mean, they just look gorgeous in there. I mean, just a pot filled with alyssum. There are some other flowers that I planted in here, and I don't remember what I put in there, but there's something in the middle there. I think that was Shasta Daisy, and I don't know if maybe it's because it's getting too much shade from the alyssum, or it's because it's more of a perennial plant. It's just going to take longer to grow. And these pink veined petunias are just doing their thing. I like them. Happy with those. Definitely something you want to mix with something else, because they don't really spill over like these other petunias do. If you want something that's more spilling, but if you want something more subdued, again, I just think that this Rosio de alyssum and these pink veined petunias would be really great together in a pot. Now, this is that Rosio de alyssum as well, and I haven't been watering this as much because it's in here with this dickia, and it actually had taken off sooner than the other ones, and I'm probably going to go ahead and trim it, but everybody's been saying they like it, even like this, and it kind of goes with the dickia. It has that real deserty look. So I don't mind it so much, but I'm going to be cutting this off too. And that's the dickia that I actually want to move over here into this corner next to the purple people eater, and take out that lace aloe and put it somewhere else. Over here, I need to get back in deadhead. Let's do that right now. Yeah, look at that. Those darn moths. I really need to get some of that anti-moth medicine for my plants. This was looking really pretty before the moths got a hold of it. I had like this nice little plume of purple flowers coming up back there. But the elephant's food is just... These were just little sprigs a year ago. Just took right off. Super happy with the elephant food. Then over here we've got this other Sparky, and I don't recall if I put any bulbs in here. I think I did. Yeah, that looks like the bulbs right there, and you can see the rabbits were eating it, but the rabbits don't touch the alyssum, and I'm real happy with that. The alyssum just comes right up. Yeah, I think my strategy in the future will be to just stick in some, when I have beds like this, I'll stick in some plant starts that are a little further along, and then sprinkle seeds in certain areas. And maybe I'll make it a little more strategic, where the ones with the seeds will get hopefully just the right amount of sun. But yeah, the Sparky's doing good. Got this Sparky's the good one over here. We got some blooms coming in right there. I really like those. This is a Tacoma. It's in the Tacoma family. It's a hybrid. And it was, these flowers are pretty spent. But it was developed to represent the colors of ASU Sparky, the mascot for the ASU teams. And it is a real pretty plant, so hopefully that will continue to look good. And I can get this area developed. And this area needs a little more attention. I'm really hoping that this will come back. This is what happens to the lime potato vines in the winter when it gets cold. But it's still, I think it's going to be just fine, and it's going to come right back. I'm glad I left it. One less thing for me to have to worry about later. And I did plant some kind of bulbs over here too, but I don't see anything coming up. And we've got the Bermuda grass creeping up all along here. So I've got work to do. And then I can't tell you how much time I have spent over here working on these two plants, getting the Bermuda grass out. And look, it just keeps coming back, no matter what I do. This year, I'm going to conquer the Bermuda grass. Look at this. I'm just thinking we need to just pull this whole thing out, get all the Bermuda grass out, and then maybe it'll live if we replant it. I don't know. And look at this. Can you see all the Bermuda grass growing in there? I mean, I just spent so much time working on these, and this is such a beautiful specimen right now. And I hate pulling it up, but I think that's what it's gonna take to get this Bermuda grass out from underneath these plants. All right, so that is the front yard tour. Again, not much has happened except for I got these groovy new umbrellas. This is starting, and probably the most exciting thing is the Mathiola. That is probably gonna start blooming sometime in the next 30 days, or by 30 days from now. By the end of February, we should start seeing some bloom shoots. In fact, let's get in there and look. I don't know. Well, stock flowers. And they feel like velvet. Just love these. Absolutely love them. All right. Crystal from the Rain Dance Ranch. When it rains, go out and dance.